Lyricist Chandrabose, thank you, ma'am, for joining us on Mirror Now. What a glorious moment for you. What a historic moment as far as Indian film industry, South Indian film industry, Indian music industry is concerned. Your first reaction, I'm sure you are on top of the world at the moment. Take us through how you're celebrating, first of all.
Ma'am, actually I'm waiting for my husband to come. He'll come on 22nd, along with all the awards he bagged with them. We'll celebrate on 22nd.
Okay, you're saying you will be celebrating once your husband comes in. Can you hear me, ma'am? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right, so ma'am, my next question is,
yes,
what does this award, I mean, you've seen Mr. Chandrabose get so many awards over the last several months. RRR has been, on top of the list as far as, Indian films are concerned. It has bagged so many awards. And so, take us through what you think. What does it mean for the Indian film industry, particularly South Indian film industry?
No, I didn't get you.
Ma'am, the
see,
award...
regarding this particular Oscar award, I really felt... Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yes, your voice is breaking, ma'am. Ma'am, what I feel, shall I say?
Yes.
There is no voice breakout. Hello?
Ma'am, if you can hear me, my question was, what does this mean for India? What does this mean for Indian film industry? What does it mean for the South Indian film industry particularly?
South Indian film industry. See, this particular song really touched all over India and also abroad, and it is a very catchy number, and really it did wonders on all Instagram reels, and apart from Indians, even the foreigners, though they don't know the language, really it went in the hearts of all the listeners and viewers. And I think this is the greatest success, and they deserve all awards, whatever they have bagged. Tell me, ma'am.
Right. Also, ma'am, you've obviously seen Mr. Chandrabose working in this film, as far as the lyrics are concerned. Take us through the making of the song. You must have closely seen the making of the song, the making and creation of the lyrics. Take us through the entire journey as far as Mr. Chandrabose is concerned to make this entire song, to sort of materialize this song, to make it as popular as it is now.
Audio is not there. Ma'am, on your conversation, the audio is disconnected.
All right, if you can hear me now, could you tell me the journey of making the song? You must have seen Mr. Chandrabose working, as far as the making of the lyrics, creation of the song is concerned. So take us through the journey if you're able to hear me.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Chandrabose sir had written this song within few days in the beginning, but later on it prolonged to 1 year. That much time it went on because of Corona, and also there were a lot of changes which the director Rajamouli sir had been asking, and Chandrabose was sincerely putting all his effort, changing every word by word the way Rajamouli likes. And he tried to first satisfy Rajamouli sir and then Keeravani sir, because the length of every word, it should fit in the music. And according to that, they had recorded the song. And fortunately, in the song, two big heroes performed. And you have seen how beautifully they synchronized, and they put all their wonderful effort. And both of them individually, they have their own great history in acting. So what happened, it gave a lot of glory to the song. And naturally, when the song is super hit, and mainly the words Naatu, which is very small word, but very big performance it has done.
Beautiful synchronization. This is a peppy, energetic
Hello.
song, no doubt. Ma'am, one usually associates Indian films to Bollywood. So this is certainly a moment for South Indian films, right? So many now saying that South Indian film industry has also arrived in the global arena with RRR.
Yeah. Ma'am, I didn't understand your question. Can you repeat?
I was just telling you that, one usually associates Indian films largely with Bollywood. Now, this is a moment for South Indian films as well, with many saying that the South Indian film industry has finally arrived in the global arena, not just in the national arena, but in the global arena with RRR.
Yes, yes. RRR has given a clear route to international standards. Not only making, it also showed a clear route to Oscars, so that all the Indian extraordinary work can move in very beautifully. And they have a source towards Oscar now.
All right, thank you, Suchitra Chandrabose, for joining us.
All
and
these
once
days
again,
only,
congratulations on this big win. We are joined by Mr. Prakash Belavadi. Mr. Belavadi, thank you for joining us on Mirror Now. So this is a glorious win for RRR. Your first response.
Actually, I'm not sure because it's not showing on my phone, actually. So can you see me? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Belavadi, if you can hear me, this is a historic moment for India, a glorious moment with RRR original music winning the Oscar. Your reaction, your first response?
It makes me very proud, as it would probably most Indians, because I know that people have been saying that, Oscar is not a big deal. Not everybody. Some people seem to be saying that we are getting too excited about Oscar, but I've been a fan of Hollywood from childhood. For me, it is certainly a very significant recognition. But more particularly, more than anything else, I want to say this. To get this great international recognition for a Hindi, for a what you call a song and dance sequence in cinema, which has been the mainstay of Indian cinema, not just Hindi but all regional languages in India. And I think there's been a criticism about songs in Indian films as being narrative devices. I'm totally opposed to that. I think it's a great Indian innovation to have song in cinema, to use it as a narrative tool to carry mood and story forward, to write particular lyrics for particular circumstances. And I think for that to be recognized in an era when that is being criticized by kind of Western-inspired critics of India, I think that is, to me, a double honor, that what we have loved about cinema, Indian cinema, all these years, but significantly has been about its songs in the movies. And I'm so happy that this has happened.
Right, you're saying Indian films are all about songs as well. So this is a great recognition. And also, Mr. Beloved, my next question is, what does this recognition mean for Indian film industry particularly? How do you think this will elevate, Indian films on a global scale?
If you ever have been in the US during the release of a great, big blockbuster type of Indian film, particularly Telugu cinema, you will see that multiplexes in many big cities and towns in the US, all the screens will be having the same film, and there'll be a festive atmosphere around the multiplex where the new release is. And so far, that had been, I wouldn't say dismissed, sort of being described as saying, it is Telugu people who are going and watching it, or if it's a Bollywood film, they'll say like Hindi people or Bollywood fans are going and watching it. But what this creates, coming on top of the Critics' Choice and Golden Globe for the same film, what it means that there is certainly a crossover kind of recognition for popular, if I can use the term, mainstream Indian cinema, and I think that is very important for the makers of mainstream films, because they will think that they have to really make stories and narratives for a global audience. They're not necessarily, an Indian diasporic audience abroad. And last thing I will tell you, for an American watching an Indian mainstream film, it does not matter whether the film's language is in Malayalam or Hindi or Telugu. They're all equally distant for a foreign audience, I think. So I think the idea of the emergence of Indian cinema, without borders, would be a great thing for Indian cinema industry,
right.
The entire moving image industry.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Beloved. You're saying that this is a crossover recognition for popular mainstream Indian films, and language is no more a barrier, is what you're pointing at. Thank you for joining us with all your thoughts.